Okay, so here we go. Someone says Trump is the worst. I can't believe you endorse him. So, first of all, a lot of the news, the fake news, okay? So this is a fake news thing going around, a lot of news, saying that Trump has never, except for recently, disavowed the KKK. And why won't he speak against white supremacy? So he has spoken against it, and he has disavowed the KKK, David Duke, these fringe lunatics that we keep giving a platform. I don't even like saying their name. They're lunatics, okay? So let's be honest. And he has disavowed them over 20 times since 1991 to 2017 on several news stations, okay, with Mika, what's her name, the one who, attacked him, and then they tweeted back and forth. She asked him, he says, I disavowed. He says, do I need to disavow again? She's like, yeah, well, for the record. So he disavows again. To disavow means you are not a part of anything that they have to do. So like if some hate group endorsed me or said they love me, I would disavow them, and it would mean I have nothing to do with what they represent or what they do. In fact, disavow is like I don't represent them. I don't want to. I don't want to know them. Like that Mariah Carey meme. I don't know her. That one that goes around. It's like more than that. So a disavow is a harsh cutoff. Not a part of it. Never will be. Boom. He's done that over 20 times. There's actually a video I just retweeted on my Facebook. On my Twitter. All the tweets are coming in on the top of the screen, and people are retweeting it. But I just retweeted that by Immigrants for Trump. I love them. If you don't follow Immigrants for Trump on Twitter, you're missing out, because they're always the #1 most informed tweeter, MAGA tweeter. So for you people saying, how can you, support a racist or whatever? First of all, he's been disavowing racism, David Duke, the KKK, for over 25 years, about 26 years, okay? So that's as long as I've been alive. He's been saying he's not a racist. He's against racism. More than just saying he's not a racist, he's saying he's against racism. He called the guy a bigot. He's called it hateful. And so he did it again. And what people are judging him on is that he didn't react quick enough. First of all, he's the president. I don't want him to just react. I want him to look at what's happening. People love to criticize him for, he reacts too quickly, and why is he tweeting so quick? Why isn't he thinking more what he says? And for the first time, I wouldn't say for the first time, but he took a couple days to look at it. And you think the president is just sitting around doing nothing, watching TV, like that horrible Newsweek thing, the lazy boy cover where they show him like he's not doing any work? I've been to the White House, okay? So first of all, people need to stop with their shit talking and actually go to the White House, look at the president, see what he's actually doing. Now, have I met the president? Not yet, but I've met a lot of his staff. And they were so busy working so hard, okay? There was a flurry of activity. And I know what's going on there, and it's a lot of activity. It's a lot of putting America first, a lot of policies. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that obviously the media doesn't know about. It wouldn't be safe for them to know about. And they're not going to know about because they don't want to report on it. They don't report that he disavowed the KKK for over 26 years. They don't report that he said he's not a Nazi. I mean, first of all, he shouldn't have to say that. You know what I mean? That's like me having to say I'm not a child molester. I shouldn't have to say that in a court of public opinion unless you find some proof of that. I shouldn't have to say I'm not a murderer. I shouldn't have to say I'm not a racist. I'm not a misogynist. I'm not a murderer, you guys. I've never killed anyone. I shouldn't have to defend myself against critics who are obviously blind with hate. And either should the president. And if you just thought for a moment that the president is a human being, and if you were in his shoes, what would you do? How would you react? You'd have a lot more empathy, and you'd have a lot more respect for the job. It's a hard job for anybody. Listen, Obama, Clinton, even the presidents I totally don't agree with, I still respected their office, and I still respected that they had a hard job, and it's a hard job. You get a lot of hate. You get a lot of negativity. And it's right. Pure propaganda is going against the president right now. There right now, not too far from me, I thought about going to Trump Towers. I was there earlier. It was amazing. Met Laura Trump. You can see all the stuff on my Instagram and on my Twitter and on my Facebook. But I was there, and I thought of going back because apparently now there's the whole what's it called, protest out there, and they're like, no KKK, no Trump. I mean, for you to lump Trump in with the KKK, the President Trump, by the way. They love to just say Trump, but he's President Trump. For you to lump those two together, when he's disavowed the KKK over 25 times, well, 20 times, actually it's probably more like 25, but 20 times in 26 years, and recently, is just absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely propaganda, and it makes me ashamed to see that these people are calling themselves Americans and availing themselves of this free market, this free speech, and using it to be disgusting.